How are you? Well, today is Thursday. I just wanted to touch bases with you because we have about 25 days remaining to file a claim with victims of crime. There has been so much misinformation out there that every time I find out some new information, I'm trying to bring it to you live so that you could be abreast of things. It's so funny that when it's something negative, it gets around really, really fast. But when it's something that is for the good, that's going to better someone else or try to help somebody else with getting some resources, the information just doesn't seem to get out as fast. Um, so again, we have about 25 more days, and what I am talking about is October 1, the Las Vegas massive shooting. I am a survivor, and as I'm going through um, recovering, I want to share my story with you because I want you to know that you matter. Um, you may be still feeling alone. At days, I feel alone. That's why the title is Why Not Me? You know, what's our purpose in life now when you are in the lines of fire, basically arm, limbs. But what is puzzling is that Live Nation, the media is constantly saying October 1st is the last day. When there's emphasis on that, that is going to be the last day. So at the beginning, to my knowledge, it was you can file a claim basically only if you were shot. Well, that is not the case. If you were a ticket holder, you were an employee, you were a vendor there, any type of document, maybe you Facebook Live the concert going online, um, the burden of proof is on you. But at the end of the day, they're telling you to file a claim. I'm telling you to file a claim because maybe you felt like I'm alive and that's all that matters, so I'm not going to file a claim. And you went back to work. I get it. Well, by the way, I've got my ice going here, so I still have my ice on my back. Let me back up just a little bit. And the ice pack, which is on my shoulder. And after I get done doing this live video feed for you, giving you information how to contact victims of crime, I'm going to go sit on my ice machine for about an hour and take me a Xanax and just relax myself. So, yes. So yesterday I went to see the orthopedic surgeon on my fractured ankle, and I received a cortisone shot. So if you've had one, you know they're very painful. But wasn't excited because this is like the third time we've been talking about the ankle, and the third time we've been talking about my rotator cuff being repaired. I'll just be glad when I get to a level knowing that they're rolling me back to surgery and it's actually going to happen at this time. So, my right ankle still hurts a little bit, but it could be from the cortisone um, injection, but I do have it here on ice. So, the orthopedic surgeon wanted to do surgery on my ankle, but then he says, how are you going to use the crutches when your rotator cuff has been completely torn? So why don't we do surgery on your shoulder first, which is scheduled for September the 14th on next Friday, keeping my fingers crossed. And then about 6 weeks into that, with still October 1st being around the corner, let's get you through that trauma because we're not sure what's going to trigger, if any trigger is going to take place at all. And then we'll revisit your ankle in about 6 weeks. On the meantime, let's just woohoo give you this cortisone shot. So, what I want to stress tonight with you is If you were at the concert, it was maybe you and your girlfriends, your spouses were left at home. Your spouse is still a victim because you have to go home and he's dealing with you. When you're up, he's up. And then if you have children in the home, it could affect them as well in school because your behavior pattern has changed. There's no way you could have gone through the massive shooting and it does not affect you. If it affects you, it's going to affect everyone in your household. So when you file a claim, you need to file a claim for every individual in your household, not just you. So I hope this is some valuable information. Maybe you thought about it. Maybe you were thinking, well, my husband wasn't there, my kids wasn't there. I'm all right. I'm back to work. No, because trauma doesn't go away. We learn, breathing techniques. I'm doing trauma yoga now. It's called Trauma Recovery Yoga, as well as acupuncture. So pretty much they put the needles in my ear area and then my big old forehead right here. But trying to do some other alternatives, natural kind of alternatives, so to speak, if you will. But the Xanax work best for me. So 25 days. I do not want you next year to say, I should have filed a case when you had the opportunity. You have 25 days left. Sometimes we could be so busy and caught up in trying to serve other people that we're not putting the oxygen mask on ourselves. We're not dealing with our self issues because we're dealing with everybody else's issue that's keeping us busy. You need to file a claim for everybody in your household. So I'm just going to remind you, give you the telephone number because I received this today in the mail from my attorney. So I thought I would share with you because I'm not saying go on and go get an attorney. I'm saying that this is what victims of crime will take care of for you. What if you were traveling and your airline was rerouted or canceled? Hotel expenses, food expenses, clothing, those type of receipts and everything you need to send to victims of crime. So victims of crime, again, October the 1st, 2018 is the last day. You were there, you tripped, you fell, you scarred your ankle, you put a band-aid on it, but you didn't go to the hospital. Did you miss a day off of work? Well, that's lost wages. You need to let them know. Did you miss 2 days off of work? 3 days off of work? Maybe you called in sick. You still got paid for those days. At the end of the day, you can go to HR and show that you were not working. It's not that serious. So applications can be found at voc.nv.gov. This information is not getting out of Nevada. So I'm hoping that I'm reaching you in Utah, Reno, California, my hometown, Santa Clarita, even though I reside here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You may have flown in from Texas. You still qualify. And I know they're probably not mentioning it on your media station, but social media is so powerful. If you know somebody that was in Las Vegas that purchased a ticket, please share this video with them. Do not be that person to say, oh, I thought you knew about it. You're accountable for helping your friend. How do you help a survivor? You go over to a survivor's house and you say, how you doing? No, really, how are you doing? Let's go to Starbucks. Let's play Monopoly. Let's play Scrabble. And then you say, what happened to you on that day? It may take an hour. It may take 4 hours for them to tell you the story. But you specifically look them dead in the eye and you say what happened to you on that day. Because it's 11 months now. We need to start talking about it and then talk about how we're going to handle October 1. What are going to be some of the triggers? What can you do when you feel the anxiety coming on? You're going to take some deep breaths. You're going to do some tapping motions. You're going to turn your music up. You're going to zone in and go to that safe place. This is my loft area, and this is my safe place. This is where I come and I meditate and I pray. But back to victims of crime, because this is really like a big pet peeve of mine because people don't share information that needs to be shared. So if you are watching this YouTube video, send this to a friend that may know a friend that know a friend that was here in Las Vegas. It was 22,000 people here, and you need to file a claim. So they take care of hospital, ambulance. So what if you flew back home, then you went to the hospital and you had a copay? You need to open up a claim. They take care of counseling, and I believe that's up to $5,000. Counseling of your choice. You don't have to be in Nevada to get counseling. It's counseling of your choice. You find a therapist. It's up to $5,000. Home health care. What if you got back home? What if your ankle was fractured, twisted? You didn't file a claim when you were here in Las Vegas. So what? You still have 25 more days to file. Do it for you. You're not doing it for nobody else but for you. Because what happens if next year, some kind of way you get re-injured, or your legs start bothering you, your shoulder, your arms start bothering you, and then you remember, oh, that's when I fell down running. What's going to be too late to file a claim? So you want to have it documented now. Also, medical, dental. Did you lose your eyeglasses? Did you lose your cell phone? And we talked, I just mentioned wages. And then medical supplies. Did you buy anything while you were here? They will reimburse you for those items. The burden of proof is on you. But if you paid for it, you paid for it on your credit card. My glasses look like they're crooked. But if you paid for it by credit card, you may have a receipt. That's documentation, and you need to submit it. So let me see if I can find here the website as well. So you can go online, get the application, and fax it over. Or you can also call. There's a telephone number here, 702 433 3145. I'm going to give you just a few moments so you can grab a pen. It's area code 702 433 3145. Victims of crime. The website again, you can do http semicolon / vegasstrong.org. I'll give you some information. And then also, if you're needing help with maybe your rent or your car note, reach out to route91strong.org. Those are some additional funds. This is an organization that's a 501c3 that I have taken part in, that will help you take care of some of the expenses that maybe victims of crime will not help you with, because we all fall. We all go through situations. None of us would have ever imagined what happened, but it did happen. So now we have to tell ourselves, we took it for granted that nothing would ever happen here in the entertainment capital of the world. We seem to be so prepared when it's like New Year's time that we wouldn't have never imagined. I didn't imagine. I stood there just in shock. So my story is on why not me? October 1, Part 1, to hear the beginning of my story. But today, I just really want to put emphasis on you applying for victims of crime because you have 25 days left. And I'm just going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. 25 days left. Don't miss your window of opportunity. When you feel it though it's 11 months, I'm okay. I've been able to handle things. There is nothing macho about it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. It's about making sure your mind is right and about you have peace within. Or maybe you felt as though you didn't protect your family enough. Or maybe you feel as though what more could you have done? All of those are just kind of like barriers. So call victims of crime and get you some therapy. I'm not saying you have to go every week, maybe every other week, or maybe once a month, but just get the claim going so that maybe a year and a half from now, if you decide you want to go to counseling, the opportunity is there for you. And we just have to keep reminding ourselves that we survived. We survived. We can protect ourselves. We have to remain in control. I can survive. I have been in counseling since January. I was on 18 different medications and I'm down to 5. I'm telling you my story. I'm still wearing my bracelet, Route 91. And then I have another bracelet that says, I'm strong and I'm fierce. I have to keep telling myself that because Stephen took my power from me. I am taking my power back one day at a time. Last couple nights I didn't sleep well, and I pray tonight I have a great night's sleep. I couldn't sleep because I kept saying, what is it that I need to tell the people? I've been putting it on my Facebook, but like I said, people share. Send this email to 10 friends that God love you. Send a bouquet of flowers to 20 of your friends, and this is going to happen to you the next day. Send this YouTube out to people that's in Reno, Utah, Arizona, Texas, Florida. 22,000 people were here. I don't know where you are. All I can do is put this video together and hopefully somebody will see it and they will send it to somebody else to let you know that there is hope, there is help available for you. And I don't want you to miss the window's opportunity. And then you need to tell yourself, are you angry? It's okay to be angry because I'm for sure beyond angry. I have been angry and I'm dealing with it. But I wrote down, why am I angry? And in the middle, I put Stephen. What did Stephen take from me besides my power, my finances? He put fear into me. So all of those things I'm working on getting back. And those are the things that I want you to work on getting back. Together, we're better. And together, we're strong. Vegas strong meant for us to stick together. We've got the Raiders coming into town. We got the Aces. We have all of that. Now I'm seeing hashtag Vegas Strong everything. But Vegas Strong, hashtag Vegas Strong came out with Route 91, the country festival. And I believe in you, and I want you to believe in me. I'm going to pray for you. And I thank you for tuning in. Follow me on Why Not Me, October 1. And every time I get some information, I'm going to share it with you. And as I progress through my surgery, I'm going to share it with you. And then I always hear, oh, you're just so grateful to be alive. And I say to myself, this is not living. I'm struggling every damn day. I wasn't struggling before October 1. Now I'm struggling. So I don't consider that living. I'm just getting by day by day. Blessings to you. Again, the message today is to reach out to victims of crime. They have funding, they're in place to help you, and they're only going to be in place to October 1. God bless you.